Reading of the day. From the letter to the Hebrews. Brothers and sisters, every high priest is chosen from among men and appointed to act on behalf of men in relation to God, to offer gifts and sacrifices for sins. He is able to deal gently with those who are ignorant and going astray, since he himself is subject to weakness. Because of this, he must offer sacrifices for his own sins as well as for the sins of the people. And no one takes this honor upon himself, but only when called by God, just as Aaron was. Similarly, Christ did not glorify himself by becoming a high priest, but the one who said to him, "You are my son. Today I have begotten you," bestowed it upon him, as it says in another passage, "You are a priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek." During the days of his earthly life, he offered prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to the one who is able to save him from death, and he was heard because of his reverence. Although he was a son, he learned obedience through what he suffered, and being made perfect, he became the source of eternal salvation for all who obey him, having been designated by God as high priest according to the order of Melchizedek. Gospel of the day. From the Gospel according to Mark. At that time, the disciples of John and the Pharisees were fasting. People came to Jesus and said to him, "Why do John's disciples and the disciples of the Pharisees fast, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus said to them, "Can the wedding guests fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. But the days will come when the bridegroom will be taken away from them, and then they will fast on that day. No one sews a piece of unshrunken cloth on an old cloak, otherwise the patch pulls away from it, the new from the old, and the tear gets worse. Likewise, no one pours new wine into old wineskins, otherwise the wine will burst the skins, and both the wine and the skins are lost. But new wine is poured into fresh wineskins." Words of the Holy Father. The accusatory style is typical of those believers who are always seeking to accuse others. They live by accusing, "No, but this person, that person, this one isn't right, that one used to be a good Catholic." They constantly disqualify others. It's the style, one might say, of failed justice promoters who are always looking to accuse others. But they do not realize that this is the style of the devil. In the Bible, the devil is called the great accuser, always accusing others. The Lord has offered you new wine, but you have not changed the wineskins. You haven't changed. Worldliness is what ruins so many people, so many good people, but they get caught up in the spirit of vanity, pride, and the desire to be seen. There's no humility, and humility is a hallmark of the Christian style. We need to learn it from Jesus, from Mary, from Saint Joseph. They were humble. The Christian style is that of the Beatitudes: gentleness, humility, patience in suffering, love of justice, the ability to endure persecution, and not judging others. That is the Christian spirit, the Christian style. If you want to know what the Christian style is like, so as not to fall into the accusatory, worldly, or selfish style, read the Beatitudes. They are the new wineskins. They are the path to follow. To be a good Christian, you must have the capacity to recite the Creed with your heart, but also to pray the Our Father with your heart. Today we celebrate Saints Sebastian and Fabian, two great martyrs of the Church. Saint Fabian, elected Pope in 236, led the Christian community during a time of both peace and persecution, showing courage and faith until his martyrdom under Emperor Decius in 250. Sebastian, a Roman officer and devout Christian, supported prisoners and the persecuted with bravery. Discovered in his faith, he suffered martyrdom under Diocletian, becoming a symbol of fidelity and spiritual strength. Let us pray that their example inspires us to live with courage and faith, entrusting ourselves to God even in times of difficulty.
Thank you for listening to the Gospel and the Saint of the Day. If you wish to continue exploring spirituality and Christian history, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the upcoming videos. May the peace and blessing of the Lord be with you always.